No. No. Come on. I've been a good boy for so long. Now I just want to do something bad.
We need to get tested.
What?
You're a drug addict who cheated on me with some stranger. And how many other guys has your penis touched since then? See? You can't even remember. You're a slut.
Hey.
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I just, 1 in 5 gay guys is HIV positive, and half of them don't even know it.
Dr. Oliver, I get it.
I just want to do this the right way. We can go to the clinic together. It'll be romantic.
You're insane.
But smart.
How many sexual partners have you had in the last year? An estimate's fine.
20?
So less than 2 a month?
Probably more like 30. 40.
How often do you use a condom?
Always. Well, okay, definitely when I'm on the bottom bunk, and I'd say 80% on top. Some guys ask me not to, and I heard it's harder to contract if you're...
On the top bunk?
Yeah.
That's wrong. You can contract HIV giving and receiving. Is your current partner or any former partners ever been diagnosed or treated for an STD?
Do you know the difference between HIV and AIDS?
One's human and I don't know. No.
Do you know the difference between HIV and AIDS?
No.
Do you know the difference between HIV and AIDS?
Yeah, HIV is before AIDS, right? AIDS is when it actually when you have HIV, you can be medicated and do things about it. But when it eventually turns into AIDS, it's worse for you and can kill you.
Human immunodeficiency virus, otherwise known as HIV, is a virus that specifically attacks the immune system. This decreases the immune system's ability to fight off infection and diseases affecting the body, whereas acquired immune deficiency syndrome, or AIDS, stems from the lack of treatment of HIV. AIDS is the last stage of the HIV infection where the body is prone to accumulating various diseases and, if left untreated, can cause death. Scientists believe that HIV originated in the Democratic Republic in Congo in the 1920s. The disease is believed to have spread from chimpanzees to humans. In the 1980s, it was a popular belief that HIV only affected homosexual males, but was later proven to affect both men and women through heterosexual intercourse. Due to an increase in case numbers, the World Health Organization intervened to help find treatments for the virus. Today, a large number of the world population is affected by HIV. Although there are many treatments, there has yet to be a definite cure.
Do you know how HIV is transmitted?
By people who already have HIV, when you guys have sex unprotected, it just transfers like that.
Do you know how HIV is transmitted?
Bodily fluids. Mostly blood.
Do you know how HIV is transmitted?
Yes.
How is it transmitted?
Sexually transmitted or through the use of dirty or used needles.
Can I get HIV from kissing?
No.
HIV is most commonly transmitted through sexual contact and injection drug use. Other ways of transmission include pregnancy, childbirth, breastfeeding, breast milk, occupational exposure, blood transfusions, and organ transplants. Some misconceptions of HIV transmission include saliva, air, water, tears, sweat, insects, toilet seats, etc. Do you know how to prevent HIV?
Yes, by condoms.
Do you know how to prevent HIV?
Yeah, not having too much sex or having protected sex.
Do you know how to prevent HIV?
Have safe sex, use protection, don't share like needles or any blood.
There are multiple ways to prevent getting HIV. Those include getting tested before starting a sexual relationship with a new partner, using latex condoms, and not sharing needles. The use of condoms and other sexual protection is not a guaranteed prevention of HIV. Condoms can break, and certain types, such as natural skin condoms, only prevent pregnancy, not infection.
Do you know what a mixed status relationship is?
No.
Do you know what a mixed status relationship is?
No.
Do you know what a mixed status relationship is?
When you have several partners.
A mixed status relationship is a sexual relationship where one person is HIV positive and the other partner is negative. While there are people who are scared to enter a relationship with an HIV positive partner, there are precautions both can take. For someone with HIV, there is an antiretroviral therapy treatment that lowers the partner's viral load, keeping that person healthy and reduces the risk of HIV transmission. In addition to taking the antiretroviral therapy drug, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services recommends taking a regimen of 3 HIV medicines from at least 2 different drug classes. For a partner who is HIV negative, there are also treatments to take. Pre-exposure prophylaxis, also known as PrEP, is a way for an HIV negative partner to prevent themselves from infection by taking the drug every day for 4 weeks without any additional exposure. PrEP contains 2 drugs used to treat HIV and can reduce your risk of getting HIV whether you have been exposed to the infection or not.
Where can you go to get tested for HIV?
Any medical clinic or any hospital.
Where do you go to get tested for HIV?
Oh, the hospital. They probably have clinics for it too. You can probably go to like Planned Parenthood or something.
Where do you go to get tested?
Any type of free clinic, Planned Parenthood, your doctor, your gynecologist.
On average, 1 in 5 people residing in the U.S. who are infected with HIV don't know it. If you or your partner think you may have been exposed to HIV, it is important to get tested. Tests are available at Planned Parenthood health centers and most physicians, hospitals, and health clinics. Free testing is offered in local, state, and federal health departments, and you can also buy in-home HIV tests. Once the HIV virus enters the body, it first goes through a binding and fusion stage. In this stage, the virus bonds to a CD4 molecule along with a conceptor. Receptor molecules are common on the cell surface, and then the virus fuses with the cell. The next step is infection, where the virus penetrates the cell and the contents are emptied into the cell. Next, reverse transcriptase occurs. In this process, DNA is synthesized from RNA. Single strands of viral RNA are converted into double-stranded DNA. Integration then occurs where DNA is combined with the cell's own DNA by the integrase enzyme. After this, transcription occurs. This is the process of copying genetic code from DNA to mRNA. Assembly then occurs where sets of viral protein chains come together. Following this, budding occurs, which is where the immature virus pushes out of the cell, taking some of the cell membrane with it. The immature virus then breaks free of the infected cell, and finally maturation occurs. This is when the protein chains in the new viral particle are cut by the protease enzyme into the individual proteins that combine to make a working virus.